All right. Hey, ladies. So I'm not going to take too much of your time tonight, but I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit. For anyone that's new here, is there anyone new on here tonight? My name is Kristen. I'm a 12K leader, and I've been with Lavelle for 2 years. And I am a single mom of four, and I have one grandbaby, and everyone is here, and they're outside of the door right now. So if you can't hear them, that's why I have my headphones in so I can concentrate. But I just wanted to come on tonight and share with you guys the reason why I labeled this Zoom Still Have Me is because if you haven't heard Demi Lovato's song, Still Have Me, I encourage you to listen to it because I've been playing it over and over and over. I think all of us come to a point in our life where the struggles that we've been through or things that we have um, overcome become like a constant reminder of what am I trying to say? A constant reminder of things that we have been through and overcome, basically, is what I just said. But you still have you in the end of that. I want you guys to always remember to be true to who you are. That was not something that I was ever comfortable doing. I was never comfortable coming to truth with who I was as a person, coming to truth with things that I had been through in my past, things that I continued to let affect me on everyday basis, things that I continued to accept was regular behavior, whether it was from someone else or it was behavior that I continued to do on a constant basis. Over the last couple years, I've been able to grow as a person internally. I've been able to heal a lot of things that I had been through in my past. And I encourage you guys to dig a little bit deeper. If you feel like you are at a place where you're kind of stuck and you kind of like don't know, what the next step is or what the next level is of unfolding or uncovering who you are, I encourage you to get a notebook, write it down, write down everything that you have been through, whether good, bad, ugly, sad, whatever. What that does is when you write it down, it actually releases it all. Um, and then I want you to take time to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for the struggles that you've been through. Forgive yourself for the pain that you've allowed yourself to go through. Forgive yourself for the hurt that you've allowed other people to do to you, and forgive yourself for letting yourself for hurting yourself, basically, for putting up with that over and over and over. I think sometimes when I do Zooms, I always come back to this because it was something that I struggled with for so long, like 28 years long, that relationships after relationship after relationship, it was just a struggle for me. And like I said, over this last year, 2020 has been like a crap year, and I think all of us can agree to that. But it's also been a year to where hopefully you guys, I know me personally, have taken time to find things that matter most, have taken time to find things that are important to you, and to really dig a little bit deeper about who you are and who you want to become. I know with me, it started to become apparent to me a couple months ago that, you know, focusing on this next year moving forward, I just want to focus on me. I don't want to entertain anything else around me that does not bring me positive vibes, any type of internal peace. If it doesn't have anything to do with growing my business or growing me as a person, I don't want to have anything to do with it. We always preach self development here, And I know when I started this business, when I started with this tribe, that was something that I had never done before. So if you are new here, just know that your story matters. Whatever you've been through, whatever that looks like, it matters to someone else, and your story could save someone else. So don't ever be afraid to share that. And I know that when, whether you're using your personal pages for your business, which is what we encourage, we don't, and I don't think anyone here has like their own personal business page. But, you know, I share my story on my personal page when it comes to business as well. So I know a lot of people, when they start a business, they kind of get nervous about, you know, families and friends. And, you know, maybe people don't know everything that you've been through. But for you to be able to heal all of that, eventually you're going to have to come to terms with everything that you've been through. And sharing that out will actually help someone else speak up as well. So I just wrote down a couple notes here. I just said to, you know, continue and work on being true to yourself. Um, you know, your story is powerful. Your story holds another woman's story. Always continue to choose you first. I know that a lot of us are moms here, a lot of us are parents, we have other things going on. But at the end of the day, your health and your mental health is actually going to affect the way that we parent. And I think a lot of us have found not only that our products have helped us to gain our life back, but they've also helped us parent different as well. And so always choose you first. If you have to wake up a little bit earlier in the morning to get that me time because you don't get it any other day of the week, then push yourself to wake up an hour early to get those things done. If you can't wake up an hour early and you literally roll out of bed, take your steps, and get the kids going or whatever, find at least an hour of time during the day to find time to unravel or write some stuff down or just spend time to yourself. So if it's staying up an hour later, then it's staying up an hour later. It wasn't anything that I used to do. I do that now and I love it. I absolutely love taking time in the morning, whether it's doing chores, getting stuff together for the mornings, getting stuff together for the kids, or whatever that looks like for you. Find that time for yourself. Don't ever downplay the struggles that you've been through, the pain that you've been through, the mountains that you have climbed. And, you know, those mountains are always going to have valleys. We're never going to achieve, we're never going to reach the mountaintop because every time you get to the top of the mountain of one thing, you're going to hit a valley of another. So just know that you're never going to arrive to, whoa, this is me, because you're always going to grow. You're always going to have room to grow. You're always going to have room to improve something else. So make sure that you realize that you're going to always be a work in progress, regardless if you've marked off all of those goals on your vision board or all of those goals that you put at the beginning of the year. You're always going to grow into something newer and better and newer and better and newer and better. And like I said before, you always have to, I want you to forgive yourself. Find it in your heart to forgive yourself for anything that you've been through. Find it in your heart to forgive the people that have hurt you. I held on to so much pain and unbearable weight before that it just drug me down. It kept me depressed. It kept me sad. It kept me wondering, like, why me? Like, why does this keep happening? Why is this happening over and over and over? Until I found it in my heart to forgive those people. And it actually is a weight lifted off of you. Just know that you can't love other people until you learn to love yourself. And I'm talking like every inch of yourself. And that's hard. That's hard to do, especially if you've been through so many different things and you don't feel like that you're deserving of anything better than what you've always put yourself through. I'm telling you guys, like, I I can't imagine finding, someone that is good enough. Is that crazy to think? No, because that's always what I've told myself. Like, okay, well, this sucked, but you're not good enough for anything better than that. Or this relationship was a disaster, but you're really not good at for anything better than that. But once I started to love myself and I saw myself differently in the mirror, yes, I look like my dad half the time, but whatever. But when I saw myself differently in the mirror and I could look at myself and I'd be like, gosh, you are like so powerful and you are like so beautiful inside and out. I knew that one day, eventually, one day, I'm going to be enough for somebody and I'm going to be okay with that. It's not going to be scary. I'm not going to like run for the hills because everything's like going perfect or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Um, and when it comes to success, I feel that to be successful, you have to be able to own who you are, flaws and all. You have to be able to speak on all of that. And I'm guilty for not talking about it often enough, but just know that if you want to be successful in a business, like we have, you have to share your story. You have to be in a vulnerable space to share with others what you've been through, why you chose this business, why you chose these products, because it's going to help someone else. You are not your mistakes. You are not all of your hardships. You are made for more, like so much more in this life. And everyone here is designed for a purpose. So the enemy is always going to creep in when you're feeling good, when things are going good. He's always going to creep in to destroy everything that you've worked so hard to do. But I want you to remember that on the flip side of that, you have overcome so much already. Like what he is trying to destroy, you've already battled all that. You've already climbed those mountains. You've already came through those valleys. You know what I'm saying? So just remember that you are designed for a purpose. And I want you guys in these last couple weeks, what do we got? A week left of December. I want you guys to really sit down and figure out where you want to be this next year, whether it's personally, business wise, family wise, or whatever. I do encourage you to get a planner, whether it's big or small, for this next year coming up. And I want you to fill it up with stuff. I want you to fill it up with goals. I want you to fill it up with things that IPAs, whatever it is, every single day. I also encourage you to get a devotional if you don't have one. This is a 60-day one, but I read it over and over. And then, like I said, get you a journal that you can write down all your mess in and let that go, and get you any type of book that is going to take you to that next level. Rachel Hollis is a good one. This is Brene Brown. I love Brene Brown. We are doing some in the group, The Magic and The Secret and all of that good stuff. But without self-development, it's kind of going to keep you stuck where you've been and where you've always been. So I'm preaching to the choir. But I just wanted to hop on and say hi and thank you guys for listening. And I love you all so much. And I hope you guys have an amazing Christmas with your family and everyone. And thank you guys for tuning in, taking time tonight. Love ya. Bye.